Hi guys, today I'm here with my monthly favorites, showing you everything that I loved in October. I've got a few rediscovered favorites and some brand new things to chat about, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is something that I've mentioned quite a bit recently, and as you can see, she's very well loved. The reason I pulled this out again is because I reviewed this guy, one of the Sephora favorites kits, so if you missed that review, I will link to it down below. I reviewed Sephora favorites next big thing, like the Superstar one, the next big thing, and the Gimme More lip, or whatever they're calling it all this year. So that will all be linked down below, but that kit specifically, the Superstar, includes this, which is why I wanted to pick it up, and it is the Fenty Beauty highlighter in the More Money, how did I forget it, man? Oh my god, I talk about it all the time. Mean Money Hustler Baby. And I don't want to talk it to death. I mean, this situation should say it all, but the duo is just so good. I get a great, beautiful, natural highlighter. I get a Boomin' one. They're both great on their own. They're great together, and I think it's just incredible. The packaging, I don't think is like cheap or anything. I think it is just like so well loved, and I used it a lot for travel because there was days when I didn't want to have like a ton of makeup on, so I would just use the satin side, and then other days I would layer it up, and it's just a really, really beautiful shade. I've tested out a couple of the other shades from this. Let me know if there's another duo that I need to try, but this one is just so good and I love it so much, and I wanted to mention it for the 400th time. On my lips right now is a combination. I think it's pretty fall-y and holiday. These are both holiday launches, so again, I've got another Fenty here. This is Underdog. It's a little mini. It is so cute. It comes in like a little packaging that you can like hang on your tree. Does anybody actually hang those things on their tree? Like, I would die if somebody bought me one of these and hung it on the tree, but like nobody ever knows what to buy me for Christmas, and I'm like, makeup, I like makeup. But yeah, I think it is super cute. It's a great shade, really nice and fall-y. I'm kind of wearing it on the outside of my lips. I did wear this in a recent get ready with me, so if you'd like to see it on its own, I will link it down below, but I feel like it has just the same quality as all of the other lipsticks, just in a little bit smaller packaging, but still really, really gorgeous. And then the shade that I'm wearing on the middle of my lips is from Too Faced, and this is the Melted Matte in Gingerbread Man. I think this was out last year too, but I didn't try it. This is really, really pretty. I did swatch this in comparison to another shade that looked similar from L'Oreal in my monthly makeup basket, also linked down below, and they look very, very similar, but what I will say about the Too Faced is the Too Faced is a little bit more opaque and a little bit more matte and a little bit more orange. They're both very gorgeous shades. The L'Oreal one is really nice too, but I love the orangeness of this without me needing to wear a lip liner, although I'm kind of wearing this as a lip liner today. I have strayed away from liquid lips for the summer, and perhaps for the fall they're back, because when I wear deeper shades I definitely like them to be at the very least like a kind of a semi-matte or a demi-matte formula, because I don't like things moving around, and I really, really love this if you tend to like rusty tones. Doubling up on brands a lot here today, I have two items from Rimmel. This is a rediscovered, or not rediscovered, but a mascara that I continue to love and have loved all year. Right now I am wearing it with a mascara primer, but it's great on its own too. Rimmel makes gorgeous mascaras. Their new light pink one is really good too, but this is the Wonderfully Real mascara with keratin and something else. Oh no, that's French, avec keratin. But this is great. It's so good. Rimmel is really, really well priced. I feel like it gives me long lashes, it gives me definition, it's super, super black. I don't need to like build up a ton. It doesn't have like a weird brush, it doesn't flake or smudge or transfer, and it's just an awesome mascara, so I wanted to mention that again. And then this is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. A little while back they came out with more shades. Finally, they have strayed away from like beige, slightly beige, and a little more beige, and they've created some deeper shades. So the benefit there, first of all, if you have deeper skin, of course, now you get to try the product, but also I like to use this as a bronzer. I think some face powders make incredible bronzers. If you have trouble finding one at the drugstore, like a bronzer that works for you, take a look in the face powders, because they have this like, if it's not a powder foundation, it'll be a little less pigmented. It is super blendable, it is super buildable. I use the shade Pecan, and I love it as a bronzer. I have not stopped reaching for it as a bronzer since I started using it. I think it was over the summer that they launched it, and again, this is like one of the most affordable powders at the drugstore, and I really love it. I use it more as a bronzer, honestly, than I do as a face powder. Still great as a face powder, but I love it as a bronzer. For blush, I've been using these NYX Sweet Cheeks blushes a ton. There are two that I really love. Currently, I've been obsessed with this one, which is the Sweet Cheeks Matte. They have glow and they have matte. matte, and this is in the shade Daydream. And I mean, NYX has been making incredible blushes since the beginning of time. Like, remember their original blushes? They've always had great shades. They've stayed away from the stupid bulky packaging. Like, they've always done just a fabulous job. They don't have a stupid brush in there. So this Daydream shade is gorgeous. If you tend to like the same shades of blush that I do, this reminds me of like a Balm Swiss Dot RIP blush, but a little bit more orangey, perhaps a little less peach or more coral. I don't know. I'm wearing it right now. It looks quite bright, but I'm wearing it right now. I don't think it looks too crazy, and I really love it. It is super long wearing, and even if this shade isn't your jam, there's a ton of really gorgeous shades. Like I said, they have the matte ones, and if you have very, very, very deep skin, or if you tend to like super dark blushes, there's two shades in the line. One is like almost, I describe it as like a cherry cola, another one like a blackberry, and I've never seen shades of blush like that, especially at the drugstore, and I think those would be a great option if you have deeper skin and tend to be able to not find anything on the deeper side that's actually going to show up on your skin. They look gorgeous. I think the past like 2 or 3 favorites videos, I've had this on my desk with the intention of mentioning it and forgotten it because it just looks like a stray brush. So finally, you've made it. It is the Morphe E49, and this is perfect for the under eyes. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is just a great size. There's not much really I can say about it. I'm not totally sure what they had intended for it, but it is a little bit tapered. I think I got this at IMATS, which I did not go to IMATS this year. It's really kind of like, when I went to IMATS last year, I was so disappointed. Every year I've gone, it was more and more disappointing because it's a makeup artist trade show, so obviously like I'm not a makeup artist. I'm technically not their target market. And then it got like a little bit YouTubey, and then it seemed like they didn't like that, so then it got less YouTubey. But either way, just the selection of brands for me was not exciting. I think in the US and the UK maybe it's a little bit different, but there was nothing really of interest there for me, so I did not go this year. But I have in the past picked up some Morphe brushes, because although Morphe is not a brand that I would like scream from the rooftops that I love, I do really like some of their brushes. I don't know where else in Canada you can pick these up from. I know there's a few different websites and you can order from them, but historically I've always bought them at IMATS just because it's convenient. And yeah, I really, really love this brush. Like 2 of my favorite brushes, I think, yeah, are from Morphe. This one, the E49, and this is another brush I can't live without that I talk about all the time that I don't know the name of because it's worn off, but this is my favorite highlighter brush from them as well. It's kind of a tapered with the white bristles. A setting spray that I've been loving is the Bare Minerals Dew Mist setting spray. So it says it set, fresh, glow, hydrate, refresh, which, like, I mean, every setting spray now, or every spray that comes out, does all 3 things. But the reason I really like this is because I feel like it actually does set my makeup into place, but gives me a very natural look to the skin, but also kind of locks it in. Would I say it is like as intense as an all-nighter? Probably not. I haven't tested it as extensively, but something about this setting spray, like, it has a really nice mist, great mist, but the way that it just kind of locks everything in place and really kind of melds it into your skin. And the times that I've used this, a couple of times I've like forgotten I'm wearing makeup because it really just kind of puts things in place. And I was a little bit scared of the dewiness. I don't know if it has like, does it have oils or anything in there? It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't make things look too glowy. And I just thought, like, it really does just make your makeup look better, which sometimes I find when you put a setting spray on your face, it looks better right away, but does it actually help with the longevity, or does it actually last, or does it just look a little bit better because it's a little more dewy? I don't know, but this just, every time I've used this, I've been super impressed with it. And even if you want to be excessive, you could use this and then your all-nighter if you're afraid of things slipping around, if you want to go crazy. But yeah, I don't know, I was really impressed with this. I didn't expect to like it that much. I received it in PR and was kind of like, okay, I'll try it, because dewy mists sometimes can be just a little bit too dewy, because I know, like, even if I'm not as oily right now, my face is still kind of sweaty. But yeah, I thought this just did a really gorgeous job of making my makeup look natural, wear longer, and was overall very delightful. This is an absolute cult product that I only tried within the last month, and it is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant, and everybody loves this, and I totally get it now. It feels really, really good. I love me a physical exfoliator, but not all of them are particularly great for your skin. I really love this. It says that it is a rice-based powder, activates upon contact with water, releases salicylic acid, which is amazing if you have oily skin or textured skin or clogged pores, has a brightening complex in there, gentle enough for daily use. I don't necessarily use it daily, but I do really, really love this. You kind of put out a little bit of the powder into your hands, add a little bit of water, kind of makes a paste. Feels so good. It doesn't feel too rough on your skin, and yeah, I mean, you probably have already tried it, and I'm a little bit late to the bandwagon, but if you were late as well and you were hesitant about it, it's really great, and you get a ton of product in here because you only need a little bit. I've been testing out this line from e.l.f. This is their, what did they call this? The super something line, but this is the Super Clarified Cleanser with clarifying niacinamide, which I love niacinamide. Again, if you have enlarged pores, oily skin, I definitely recommend it in more of a serum format over a cleanser. That will be more effective, but I mean, it can't hurt, I guess, to have in here. It helps to maintain moisture content, tones, and clarifies. This color is like, I don't know if I'm old, but this makes it so hard to read. It says makeup, dirt, and oil don't stand a chance against this gentle yet clarifying cleanser, blah, 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 blah. I don't use it to remove my makeup. I use it as an actual cleanser, and I would recommend that to you as well. Remove your makeup before you use your cleanser, especially if you want to get any of the benefits of the niacinamide that are in here. You want it to go on like bare, clean skin. I mean, you could try washing your face twice with it, but I prefer like an oil cleanser or a balm or a makeup remover, and then go in with my actual cleanser onto my skin. And this line is super affordable. I'm still not totally sure how I feel about the moisturizer and the toner and the mask from this line, but I've definitely been enjoying this, and the packaging on all of them is so cute. That's what really sold me on it. And then lastly, from John Frieda, the Frizz Ease line. The serum from this is one that I've been using for a million years, and I actually had been planning to include the serum in this video, but then I tested this out. So this is the Frizz Ease Dream Curls Air Dry Waves Styling Foam. Enhances waves for tousled styles, and I was kind of unsure. I was like, waves? I don't know. But what I've been using this for is second day curls, and it is awesome. So it's a mousse, but it's like a really light, do they call it a mousse? No, they don't call it a mousse, sorry. It's called a foam. I was gonna say it's a mousse, but it's in a foam format. No, they call it a foam. It's exactly what they say it is, and I think this does an incredible job on second day curls, because my curls can look great day one, sometimes they can look crap, but if they look great day one, day two is always that struggle, and I'm always looking for great products that I can put a bunch in my hair to refresh my curls. So I wet my curls and then I use this, and because it's a foam and nothing heavy, some creams and stuff, it's just too hard to distribute through your hair day two. This is so light, so nice, and really just adds that bounce and the definition and some sheen back to my hair without weighing it down and putting in a ton more product. I don't think that's necessarily how they recommend it. It's because it says waves on there too, so I was like, but it's a non-sticky foam that adds a touchable softness to help wave the hair, which I agree. So even if you have like less curly hair than mine, this could be like a great day one product for you. They have an actual mousse in the Dream Curls Frizzies line that I really like for day one curls, but this has really been holding it down for day two, and John Frieda is a great price as well. So that is everything that I love this month. Thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know down below something that you love this month, or everything you love this month. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time.